place. You know that there's lots of changes that are taking place. That there's one specific change that some people are noticing, and we have been slowly noticing it when you go to the store. You've been seeing people, and they may be on edge, they may be getting angry, they may be looking kind of like a, I don't know, zombie-like just empty, like just going through the motions and things like that. Hello, Mariana. Hello, Rose. Yeah, Ashley. Have you noticed it? I was talking on the phone, and I was told that when this individual went to a doctor that she had been going to for years, who helped her out all the time, did really good things for her because of her medical conditions. When she went in this time, the first thing they asked, the first thing the receptionist asked is, did you get your thing? No, I'm not getting it. Okay, well then I'll do this. And then when she gets to the doctor that was really good to her throughout the whole years, he's wearing all black. All black. He's got a mask on his face. He's talking to his computer, and it's talking back. And he said, I'm going to have a conversation with her. And then he asked the same thing. Did you get your... No, I didn't. I'm not getting it. Why not? Because I don't want it. And she said his whole demeanor, which she used to see before demeanor, you know, his whole like personality or whatever, the vibe, it was totally off. Totally off. It's like he wasn't the same person. She said, in the area was like kind of unkept and run down. And I was thinking, when she was telling me this, I thought, was it a different timeline that happened? I'm serious, like a shift in timelines, and or is this how they say it will take around 3 years for to take effect, and you start really seeing changes that occur. Now this is really serious, you all. I'm not just saying this, but I thought, was there a shift in the timeline? But then that is out there. Okay, that is out there. And it's like, not all people, but there's a lot of people noticing there is a change occurring in people, a big change. And it's like a disconnect from the human side of them, more or less, you know, the spiritual, if you know what I'm talking about, like that. Yeah. No, it was the other thing, the FLU thing was asked about it, because there might be something in that too, but anyhow, but the outfit, total black and a black mask, she said it was just a strange vibe. It really was totally not him. I'm not going to speak too much on it. I've done videos on this before. I have, and that's how I got a YouTube strike. When it first started, I did, and I thought, that's about right. Thanks. Even though I was telling the truth about the Heart Institute, I wasn't even talking about that. I was talking about the Heart Institute and the technology that was so advanced. But that's okay, you all. But the change in people, and it was like a timeline of around 3 years, you'll start seeing things occur within the people, and not just change in, you know, who they used to be, how you remember them being, their behavior and things like that, their attitude, but then, you know, change starting to occur on the inside of their bodies. Their bodies. Things stop working like they're supposed to. If your body's a machine, it's not not working the way it's supposed to. It's a beautiful breeze blowing. That's and it's a scary thing, you all. And no offense to anyone who has taken, that. No, nothing. Because, there was different things. There was. But there's like a change occurring. When you go to the grocery store, you see people like that too. They on edge. People are on edge. And you may find yourself talking to people and you don't know nothing about them, but you're thinking, why are you so on edge? Why are you like blowing things out of proportion? Come on, straighten up. Can you start thinking straight? But they can't. They can't think straight anymore. It's like, it's a certain type of frequency, like mindset, really. A frequency type mindset that has occurred up here. Really. Like a switch, like a rearranging, to where there's something been rearranged up there, and then or maybe in this region right here, the right side of the brain, maybe up here in this area right here, maybe there's something that's changed right there. But it's if we start seeing an acceleration of certain type of outbursts and things like this, like the mad cow disease. I don't want to see people around with like mad cow disease and foaming at the mouth. I don't do. That's what happened. Or mad cow disease is the wasting of the brain. Is that what mad cow disease is? You got the cows and they have it, and their brain tissue is like, okay, they told me, yeah, that's what it's like. It's wasting away. Hello, everyone. Are you noticing the change? Yeah. Yes, Cherokee, honey. Hello, everyone. Your brother. That's so sad. You are. It's so sad. It really is, and they need our prayers. We all need to pray. We truly, truly do, because it's only going to get worse, and you want to be able to be around like-minded individuals. You are awake. That's my dad, wind chime. Hello there, Dad. Right there, he's talking to me. Boom. Right there. My Auntie Kathleen. Boo. Yeah, we got it. We got it, you all. You've got to stay strong, and you got to stay heart-centered. Heart-centered in here. You do. That way you can have the clarity you need. You'll be able to think straight. If you're heart-centered, you should be able to keep the balance on the inside of you with the love, If your heart how you say it? Chakra? I can't say it right. If your heart chakra is open, mine is like open to my own detriment at times. It's too wide open. It's too wide open at times, to my own detriment, you all. But if you gotta, right there, you all, you got to stay centered. Or you're not gonna make it. You're not. If you can stay centered in here, it can literally, it can fix everything. It can fix everything within you. Okay, it can. It can heal your body. It's the love, really, right there. And you clear out the blockages, spiritual blockages within you, truly. Penny, honey. Yeah, well, I know it, you all. But have you noticed the change? That is the topic. There is a change that's occurring in people. And it's like personality-wise, it's like a numbness, N-U-M-B, N-E-S, to the world in which they live. I keep hearing creaks. to the world in which they live, it's like they're just floating, swalking. It's it's strange. It's strange. And or are you noticing some people have become so mellowed, so mellowed. And then when they talk, well, it's focused on what's out there being put in the headlines. That's what they focus on, and that's what they talk about. Just that stuff. And you stand there and you think, I don't want to have conversations like that. That's not fulfilling. Yeah, they're not relationship oriented anymore. I'm a relationship oriented person, you all. I admit it. It's the most important thing now going forward. Relationships. Relationships. You've got to have the right relationships, the right spiritual connections with the right people, because that is it's your bond, it's your tribe. That's how you're going to make it. Like-minded individuals, you all. Because the world is changing and people are changing. Have you noticed the change? And have you found yourself, now have you found yourself going inward? Because you know that a great change is occurring. And in order to, you know, face that change, you too have to change on the inside. Just think of it as an upgrade. You're leveling up. You have to rise to a higher frequency to be in this change that is occurring on this earth and in others. Now, I do believe that. I really do. You have to raise to another frequency, a higher frequency, because the 3D and the 2D, well, you know what that is comprised of. You do. So you gotta raise up to at least 4 or 5D. You want to get as high up as you can. You want to keep that that spiritual connection open. I heard also that your people are being able to like sense each other in the spiritual realm through their thoughts. I mean, you can like if somebody like enters your mind all of a sudden, really, you're seeing them. Have you been seeing people more and more in your dream state? The people that you're in connection with, they part of their, somebody's beeping a horn, but it sounds like an organ. People showing up in your dream state, and it could be like a part of their higher self, like their spiritual self, because it's another realm, and or sensing their thoughts, because there is a change occurring. You do it with everyone, including you, Brandy. Um, yeah, there's something happening. Ah, what we need to talk about. We've got to rise above it. You've got to rise above the normality that is here now. There's a new normal that's being solidified. This is the change, and it's occurring in the people. Okay. Some are maybe becoming numb to the world, but yet still able to function in their everydays and stuff. But there's like that, it's like that relationship barrier, a racial relationship disconnect on like intimate levels. You know, you can have intimate conversation. I'm not talking sex. Intimate conversations and stuff, feelings and stuff. We're talking about feelings and stuff, emotions. Are you noticing that you're seeing less and less of that happening with certain people who before could talk about it But now they can't. Now they can't. You could have known these people all your life. It's their way of thinking, their conversation, and everything is changing. Um, yeah, yeah. It's like, and you have to ask yourself, how come? Is it to prepare you? Now listen to this. Is the change that is occurring to prepare the humans for what is further going to happen to them? The change on the inside of them. Because you know, you got, like, when you prepare food, you have certain ingredients and certain steps. Certain steps when you bake bread with the flour, with the water. You got to knead the dough. You do whatever, and then you put it in the oven, and then boom, you got the bread. You got the bread. So what if the bodies and the minds and the brains and the all this about it is being slowly prepped for something, something, another change within them, another change. So I'm talking about change. Have you noticed the change? We've got to level up on the inside. You've got to raise your vibration higher. You've got to raise the spirit inside. You've got to let the love grow. That frequency has got to get out there more and more. You've got to send it out. Your light has got to get brighter. It does. It's got to get brighter. We can't lose our focus, you all. We can't allow the distractions that are happening. And there's a lot of distractions happening in this world. It's kind of like calm right now. It truly is a little bit calm. There's not no major catastrophes occurring. But when they do occur, you want to be able to be in a position within your being in order to handle them without getting bent out of shape and losing it. You don't want to lose it. You want to be calm and collect. You want to be so grounded. You truly do want to be grounded within your being. Because if you're not grounded, you're going to get shaken to the core. And then what you were hoping to have come out of you, it won't be able to come out of you because you weren't grounded. I mean, you might have done the work, but if you're not properly grounded down there, I don't know if you're going to be able to withstand all the electrical current and the frequencies that's coming. How you going to be able to make it without short-circuiting on your inside of your being? That's what I'm saying. On the inside of your being, spiritually speaking, it's just the love frequency you are. We're not supposed to talk about love for some strange reason. Well, I'm not going to talk about hate. I've never, ever, ever liked that word in my whole entire life. I never wanted to hear that word mentioned because I would every time I would hear it, I thought, wow, it's such a strong, strong word. And the energy that's behind it, the frequency is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. I never liked that. Mm-mm. Right here, you all, the change is happening. People are changing. Some people, they were one way. They were one way once upon a time, and now they're another way, and you don't even recognize them. You don't recognize them. You don't at all. That's why the flash is happening slowly with little bursts, the CMEs, so our avatars don't blow up. Well, we don't want our bodies to blow up. Gina, they couldn't see after 24. They know in the glass looking thing, Alice is looking through. That was the catastrophic. Did you just see something happen on here? The cat 19 something. The catastrophic mutating event that will occur in 2 years. In 2 years, it will change our whole world, our whole way of life. As compared to the you know what, like a virus that would get into a computer system or something like that to take over. Can I tell you how nice it feels outside, the gentle breeze? It feels so nice. It is a very gentle breeze. You can see the leaves on the tree just gently blowing. They are. It feels really nice out here, you all. It does. You can see like just ever so gently, ever so gently. It's blowing. It's just the fall is coming. We got to get our house in order, our spiritual house in order. We've got to make preparations. Time is running out. It is running out, you all. It's running out on us. Oh, I got my little bee friend. What do you? I got a bee. Come on. You're gonna sit in my hand. Come on now. Come on. You like me? You little honey bee. There's honey in the rock, water in the well. You know that song? And I don't have to worry. I know. There's honey in the rock, water in the well. Look it up. Look up that song. It's a really happy song. You can do it. Yeah, that's right. It's a really good song. It's got a perfect frequency to it. Come on, you blowing, you buzzing around. Y'all, have you noticed the change? I keep getting off topic. The change that's occurring in people. Because it's definitely happening. They're not who they used to be anymore. They're not. And this is worldwide. It's like, what happened to them? They didn't used to be this way. They were fine 2 years ago. They were fine around 2 or 3 years ago, and now they've changed. And now they've changed. And now their body, the internal organ, their machine is breaking down on the inside of them. Breaking down on the inside of them. And that's when it started happening. I remember when it started happening, I was still at my second shift job. And it was in 2019. I wanted to leave at toward the end of 2019. I thought I want to get out of here. I did, because I was still taking pictures of the ships. But I stuck it up. I wanted to leave in January of 2020. No, please don't leave. Please stay. And I stayed as long as I could stay, as long as my spirit would allow me to stay. And then I thought, you know what, that's it. I'm going to leave. I'm going to put my resignation in. I'm going to put it in for February, I think it was February the 20th of 2020. Had a two, like that. And it was a really good paying job. I liked it. It was an easy job, but it was a second shift. But I liked it, and I learned a lot, and I grew a lot by the people who crossed my path. And I remember saying, he said, well, what are you going to do if you don't do this? I said, I'll just do YouTube. And they thought, oh, wow, YouTube. Well, I was. But I prayed. I prayed up to the last day. I did. I said, dear God, please, if I am making a mistake, let me know beyond a shadow of a doubt. It's because I don't want to do what I want to do. I want to do what you want me to do. Up to the last day and throughout that day, I got my answer. I got my answer loud and clear. It was time for me to go. It's all I needed. And then there was no way I could deny it. No way. No way. So I did and came on here. That's a leap of faith. It was a leap of faith. I did like that job, but my spirit said my time is up. You know when your spirit speaks to you. You know, and you hold out as long as you can. You truly do. It's like when your spirit's supposed to leave your body and you know they're hanging on. Your loved one is hanging on. They're waiting to see that last person. The spirit within them is hanging on. That's how I felt. I was hanging on as long as I was supposed to, and then my spirit left. I left with my spirit, just like that. Yeah, so there's a change coming, you all, a big change. No, don't you all ever give up. And you know, the world, there's people are being attacked in their minds. And it's not even people, it's not even the people who just get the whatever. It's people from all walks of life are getting attacked within their minds, within their bodies. They're getting bombarded with negativeness, bad thoughts that come out of nowhere. It's like they're lies, they're truly lies. You've noticed that? It is really bad. They come out of nowhere. So like, oh, I think, whoa, look at that person. I'm gonna land right here. I'm gonna land right beside them, and I'm gonna start whispering. I'm gonna make the lies start flowing into Rosie, honey. Come on, you're a little baby. Come on in the house, Rosie. Well, yeah, and then that's what it does. And then you're thinking, well, why? And it has energy with it. These things that you cannot see. Rosie, honey, you got to go in. You're such a baby. Go on. You can do it. You want to go in? Okay, Rosie, you do it. That's right, Rosie first. And the frequency that they have that comes with these lies, these bad negative thoughts that make you think things that are not real. It's playing on people's minds. It tries to play on my mind, you all. It does. It tries to play on my mind too. That's why you're told to hold each thought captive. Captive. And ask yourself, does it have the fruit of the Spirit? Do I see anything good coming out of this thought that got put in my mind? Does it make me feel good? Of course it doesn't make you feel good. It doesn't. And there's nothing good that's going to come out of it. Get it out of your mind. It was the enemy. It was the frequency. There isn't frequency out there, you all. It's a bad frequency. It is. It is like literally, it's doing this. It's going through the air. It's going through the spiritual waters, waves all over the earth. It's literally going through like that. It is literally like dropping stuff too. It's like, that's why it's very important to keep yourself centered right there. Heart centered right there. Frequency, keep it centered. If anything is good, if anything is whatever, we're told to think on such things. Think on them. Think on the good, not on the bad. Not on the bad, you all, because it's out there. It's trying to lower our vibration. If they can push us, if you're in 3, if you're way at the upper end of 3D, you're getting ready to go into 4D, you rising within your spiritual whatever, and it knows it. Well, it's taken away the energy from the 3 whatever D world, and it's leaving a gap because it's getting unbalanced because the energy is now rising. The spiritual energy is rising, and it doesn't like that. It doesn't. So if it can send energy out there, wavelengths, magnetic whatever, frequencies to get in here and cause you to start thinking things, the lies and stuff, it can bring your frequency back down to the 3D and quite possibly down to a 2D. Just like that, to a lower level, a lower frequency. A lower frequency, that's what it's all about, because it can do a lot of damage when it's the frequency within like the collective consciousness or whatever. If it's like way down here, you know that a lot of bad stuff is happening. But if your goal is to get it up. Get it up. It's like rise up, take a chance. You're alive now. Can't you hear the voice of Jesus calling us out of the grave like Lazarus? Your brand new power of death couldn't hold you. We're listening to that song, Rise Up. Yeah, it couldn't hold you. We got to rise above. We got to get the frequency way up here, heart-centered, right there. Get rid of all the blockages in your chakra, However you say it. I should just, I should just say, I'm thinking of a chard plant right now. It's making my face red. I am thinking of the chard plant in my garden, you all. Chakra, chard. Now I'm making my sock fall off my heel. It's because I'm heart-centered, I can laugh. I can laugh, you all. The laughter can just come all of a sudden. It can. I'm serious, but it is my heart's like poof. My chakra chart. It's wide open. I like chard. I do. I fixed some, stir fried some just last week. It's got pretty colors, just like inside of here, your chakra. I guess it's got some pretty colors too, but they're not as bold. They're not as bold as the chakra plant. Oh my goodness gracious, you all! I'm not going to try to say it anymore. I'm not. You gotta keep that frequency up there. There's no other way around it. Oh my gosh. Yes. That's right, you all. Heart-centered. Right there. Get rid of any blockages. Let's see, I think they start from down there to go up here and whatever. Go up here. There's one I think is way up here, one of these things. They have an instrument that costs thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Someone on the other end can be watching you and using that thing to scan you. It can pick up your frequency. And guess what it picks up? It creates, have you heard of this? It creates colors around you. I had Karen McDonald, I don't know if you heard of her, Karen McDonald and Patty Broussard. It's like a few years ago. I was talking to Karen McDonald on the, what was it? What was I on? It's that other thing, Skype. It was Skype. And she had that instrument, that big old, looked like a big old tablet or something. And she did it and she read it. You know, she's a very interesting person. And then the Patty Broussard talking about fighting these battles up there in space and stuff, the ships and things. It was wild, but yeah, they got that thing. Is it the chromatograph? Yeah, does any of you all have it? Have that thing? Because she said it cost thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. I think maybe $10,000 for one of those, but it literally, you can have it, and you can be talking to a person, or you sat still. I don't know how she did it, but it literally showed like the colors or something around me, just like that. I don't even know what I did with that reading. She sent me the reading of everything that it had out in it. Rose, honey, how you doing? We had a bad purge happening. The aura photography, Barbara, honey, thank you. And aura photography, that's really nice to know. So you all, have you seen the change? Because it's occurring in people. And the personalities are changing. They're not the person they used to be maybe 3 years ago. And then their machine, this machine right here on the inside, it's like it's breaking down. It's breaking down. Their machine is breaking down, you all, on the inside. They need new parts. Their parts are breaking down. Yeah. Brandy, honey, the tablet. Carillion, thank you, Jenny. Yeah. I haven't talked to Karen McDonald. She's like Karen is the tribal clan chief woman or whatever it is of this tribe up there in I think the northern, I can't remember, the clan mother is what she is. Yeah. That's another one that is different from the other. You had the aura photo taken at the health fair. Wow, that's great. That's wonderful. Ephraim is your tribe, the tribe of Ephraim. Yes. So the change is coming, you all. It truly is. And we're talking about this technology. They've had it for a long time. Scan your body, scan it. They can read it. They can even find, oh yeah, it tells what's going on inside your body. It does. Every part of your machine right here. You got it? Oh, Tivy, hun, thank you. There's my little bee friend. You're going to call tonight about what, honey? The med beds to heal your body. Now we got the power within our beings if we could literally raise our frequency and literally ascend to that certain level, and like whatever. I don't know if everybody has it, but we could. There's an app. Yeah. Hello there, Annie. You're going to call tonight. Yeah. There's an app for your aura. So there's change happening, and the change that is happening, it's going to require us to literally grow more on the inside. You've got to stay heart-centered in love. You have got to. There's frequencies that are traveling around the earth, and they're being pinpointed at people. These frequencies are causing lies to get into people's minds and having them think things, and making your bodies feel bad. When you start getting those in there, you need to hold that thought captive and ask yourself, is there anything good coming from that? Because if it doesn't have the fruit of the Spirit, if it doesn't have anything good from it, get it out of you, because you know it ain't making you feel good, and it's lies. Get it out. Get it completely out. You ain't got time to mess with low vibration energy trying to bring down your frequency right here. We got to rise much higher than we are right now. We do. Get out of the 3D. Don't want the frequency that gets in there is going to push you below the 3D and quite possibly into the 2D low vibration. Low vibration. And you're going to lower the collective whatever energy on the earth. You plead the blood of Jesus. Well, he should be right here, right there on the inside of you. Washed in the blood of Jesus. What can wash away my sins? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. What can make me whole again? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Oh, precious is the flow that makes me white as snow. No other fount I know. Nothing but the blood of Jesus. It's an old hymn. That's right. I sing it in church all the time growing up. All right. So we've got to do it. Oh my goodness. Let me flip it around. Rosie's probably getting hungry in there. Your broken heart and a contrite spirit. Israelites. I really like your YouTube name, Israelites. I do. I like it because it's just like Israel. Israelites. Israelites. I like it. I like it. It's got a good frequency with it. Smooth. Good. It's got a really good one. You sang the Psalms. Do we take each, yes, that's right, thank you, Moon Bug. We take captive every thought to make it obedient. That's right. That's right. That's right. It's exactly right, you all. Oh, you cried for days when you discovered the truth regarding, yeah. You all be talking about an app. Talking about an app that can literally, oh, you're welcome, Israelites. I like saying it. Israelites. I do. I do like it. Feels good to say it. Israelites. Yeah. Oh, well, listen, Spanky, Lamont, listen, look who you're talking to. You're talking to Gina Honey. You want to hail Satan. You do. Well, he don't got no power here. He's a low vibration. A low vibration, Spanky Honey. You know it. Boom. Spanky's gone. Satan's a low vibration. It's really the low vibrating energy is what it is. It is. Gina, did it bother you? No, I just look at it because I'm heart-centered. I'm heart-centered. No, I can just look at it and think, well, guess what? Your word didn't get to me. The frequency didn't even get to me. I just looked at you and just addressed you and blocked you. I did. That's right. We can do it. Just like that, you all. You can. We got to have some positive energies, you all. My left ear is starting to get red. That's a really good sign for me. It is. When my left ear gets red, somebody's saying or thinking something good. I like it. Better than the other ear getting hot. When I was young, when I was going to Jonathan Jennings Elementary, I might have been in this 3rd grade. I wanted to be in the gymnastics class, and they had those jumping horses. You know those horses? They got the padding on them with the bars, and you can get on them, and you can do all those things. Well, I stayed after school one day, and I was running toward that, and I was going to jump up on it, and I didn't jump fast enough, and my right ear, it hit the side of it, and it literally just split my ear on the edge. Just put a big slice in it, and it bled and bled and bled and bled. And I remember them bandaging it up, and the school nurse just walked me across the street to my mom, to our house, because we literally was with 1 block, not even that, just a street. Just walk across the street and just did that, right like that, for my ear. Yeah. I remember it was bleeding. I hope it's not a false memory that got implanted in my head. I really do, because they can plant false memories. Yeah. So I am going to go, you all. The change is happening, and we got to be prepared on the inside. And so with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. I'm holding my heart. Right there. Yeah. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, you all. Give this video a thumbs up. We're at 160 right now. We got 267. Just have a thumbs up. Love you.